one of the stars of The Watcher, available now for streaming on Netflix, and one of the stars of Hacks on HBO Max, the great Christopher McDonald. Good to see you back here on the show.
Thank you, Rich. Nice to be here.
You know, it's been 6 years since you were here the last time.
That's not right.
Whole years. Six
Goes
and a
like
half
that.
years. And the crazy thing is that when you were here last time, you were here to promote a movie that you were in with Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
If you remember this. Okay, he came out. He was post-taping after your interview. You were live on the show like you are now.
Oh, yeah.
And we post-taped. So folks couldn't know that he was here because we were post-taping it and showing it the next day. He came out to say hello to you in the commercial break. You don't remember? You've done a million things. He came out to say hello to you in the commercial break because he hadn't seen you since you had recorded.
Since we did the thing, yes. Oh my God, yeah.
And we were in that netherworld of wanting you guys to say hello to each other, but he had to get the hell off the set.
Right. It was like,
we're like, Ray, get out of here.
Hey, Ray, gotta go.
And then he walked out the door telling me that his autograph on the Goodfellas poster I have in the green room that's still there was fake. And I did my entire interview with you, like with my brain thinking, did I spend all that money on a fake freaking movie poster?
That happens way too often, Rich.
So I'm glad that I have just, you and me and, the United States national team taking on Iran at the same time. So if you want to steal a look to your right at any point.
I'm peeking, yeah. That's good. Top left.
That's happening at the same time. So it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
brother.
Great to be back.
6.5 years.
And
man.
speaking of Ray, God love him, man. It's just, I have so many friends that are just, here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
And it's a tragedy because the man was on another rise, and you never know.
I know, but it's good to have you back here
Yeah,
on the
great to be
Rich
back,
Eisen
sorry.
Show. Our terrestrial radio audience is joining us in just a mere matter of seconds here on this very busy Tuesday program. We are back on the Rich Eisen Show terrestrial radio network, one big happy family with the Roku channel and Sirius XM and Odyssey and our podcast. The Watcher is available now for streaming on Netflix, starring the brilliant Jennifer Coolidge, Naomi Watts, Bobby Cannavale, and you, Christopher McDonald, here on the Rich Eisen. What a hell of a cast that is, man.
Boy, I tell you, Ryan Murphy did not mess around. I had the pleasure of working with him on impeachment, which was the whole Clinton thing with Monica Lewinsky, and and he said, I got to have McDonald to do this Watcher thing in New York. Completely different character, a lot of fun to play, great actors. Mia Farrow, I'm sitting in the green room, if you will, and we're talking for an hour and a half. Just the nicest, coolest person ever.
Do you bring up Rosemary's Baby with her? Like
always.
I'm serious. Like
seriously.
And so,
wow.
What did
What dark stories did you tell me about it? It was pretty. It was pretty amazing. It was one that really put her on the map. And funnily enough, I think she was with Frank Sinatra then, and he didn't want her to do it, and it was kind of a crazy thing, but. I mean, it was harrowing, and she said it's been with her forever.
I bet
it's one of those great horror movies.
Well, when you're in a devil worship movie with Ruth Gordon, it's tough to.
I love her. She talks so funny.
Where's Papa, ladies and gentlemen?
Was that a great one?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I can do it. George Siegel. I mean, I could keep going on and on and on here. You were with Bobby Cannavale, diehard Jet fan. You and he ever have a Bills Jets conversation?
We did. I used to be a Jets fan back in the day of Joe Willie, and I thought, but I was young, and then when we moved upstate to Buffalo, I had, my brother said, you can't be a Jets fan. So
right.
You got to be a Bills fan. And that was the time of OJ and stuff like that. And then
the Electric Company.
We laughed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And what was great about Bobby is like he could laugh about it because the Jets did beat us by a field goal.
Right.
And it was really, really tough. But we got him at home coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, you do.
That's going to be good.
You're still tight with Jim Kelly? I know you told
Very
some great
tight. Jim Kelly is one of the greatest guys, the toughest guy I ever met.
I love him.
But he went through with his cancer, with the loss of his son. I've been friends with him for, 20 years. And it was funny because we met doing a car racing thing. And I don't know if I told this story before, but anyway, he's sitting across the table and they're going around the room introducing, and I'm him. And I know these are all like top athletes and, Olympic stars and actors and stuff. And I said, I'm Jim Kelly, play a little football. He looks over and goes, what a jerk. And we've been friends ever since.
I'm Jim Kelly. I played a little football.
Yeah. So I took his name away from him. So we've been laughing since then. He's a good guy. And he has the greatest golf tournament in the history of golf tournaments. Actually, it's a party interrupted by golf. It's one of those things where it's so much fun, raises a lot of money for Kelly for Kids, and Been doing it for 35 years.
I know you're a constant there. I bet Berman's a constant.
Berman, always.
Chris Berman.
Yeah, the greatest.
The greatest.
Boomer.
You know, Jim Kelly, I got to know him through the Pro Football Hall of Fame ceremony that I've been going to year after year after year. Yeah. And one of my favorite stories about this is how he has affected the ceremony, not just for the fans, but for the Hall of Famers. And here's how he's affected it both. For the fans is when he got into the Hall of Fame, you could draw a line from Buffalo, New York to Pittsburgh, PA, right to Canton, Ohio. Okay. Buffalo, where he played his professional football.
Right.
Pittsburgh, where he's from, and Canton, where the Hall of Fame is. The number of people that showed up to watch him go in droves forced the Hall of Fame to stop holding the ceremony on their front steps and move it into the stadium, where it has been ever since.
Wow.
That's number one. And then now that the event is in the stadium, this changed the dynamic for the Hall of Famers because it was difficult for them to jump off the stage for a little bit and maybe cool off with a libation or two that Jim kind of might like.
Might like a little bit.
And so he told the Hall of Fame, we need to have a green room. And he was the one who created the green room for the Hall of Famers to jump off the stage a little bit and have something to drink.
Oh, that's classic.
And that's the way it's been forevermore, too, ever since in the stage. He said they changed the venue across the street to the stadium. And
Huge.
then once there, how are we going to work on the drink situation? And Jim Kelly was
the important stuff.
He was the guy at the forefront of both.
Yeah,
of both. And then wait a minute, while we're on the subject matter, because I'm sure who doesn't like talking about Jim Kelly. We were there one night, Chris and I and the rest of the crew. One year we were all there together, and he took over the bar. Right,
we
one
were
year?
at the hotel, and it was one bartender, and he was very overwhelmed, so to speak, with all the Hall of Famers,
and their
wanting
family
more
members,
drinks,
right?
And their family and everybody. Jim Kelly hops behind the bar.
He says, "I'll do it,"
and starts serving drinks to everybody.
He's like, "I got this."
That's who he is.
Yes,
that's Jim Kelly.
We were all overserved.
I don't know if he was
overserved.
We were all overserved.
We were, by the way.
We were overserved.
Yeah, you know how they have those little tin those little cones that you
that they
pour
go
in
like
to make
that.
sure.
No, it's like
Yeah.
Woo! Bring it
There were
on.
no cones, man.
No cones.
It
No
was
cones
just
for Kelly.
All you need is one, and you're good. Yeah, that's so funny.
I love the guy.
Love the guy too.
And now Josh Allen, they have finally found that next guy.
It is so much fun to be a Bills fan right now. It's been hard for a few years.
Yes.
New England used to kill us all the time when Tom Brady was up there, and now it's this Josh Allen's as tough as nails too. What a player! What a game we had last week.
Yes.
My God, that pass, the
To
bullet
Diggs
that he
over the
threw
middle.
the 14 there,
Yeah,
and
I know. Yeah.
kept him in the game, field goal win, because we'd lost for 2 games prior to that by 3 points.
That throw over the middle was
A bomb, a bullet.
unreal.
Yeah.
It was one of those where you're sitting there going, whoa, okay.
Yeah. And then how about the touchdown that he ran too? What fumble? Oh,
I know.
I'll just take it in.
I know.
Unbelievable. He's an amazing guy. Great team. Oliver on defense, number 1. Great guy, gets the touchback and great tackles, and of course the receivers so good. But we're a little worried about number 40. Want him back because he is.
Milano's really good. Oh, you were talking about Von, sure.
Von, yeah. We don't know. It's a knee thing.
What would a Super Bowl parade in Buffalo look like, Christopher McDonald? What would it look like?
I can't really say it out loud, but it's kind of a blank show. It's going to be a party because my God, we've been this close. Well, the first time especially, wide right with the Giants, but man, it would go crazy because the fans they're Bills Mafia. They are just heart and soul Bills. And you look in the stands, you see the horns and the blue faces. This is a lot of work they're putting into, just representing the Bills. And it's just, and they go to as many games they can. It's great. I just love to get us to the Super Bowl.
I had a little egg on my face the other day on NFL Network on the day when the Bills had to play in Detroit because of the thunder snow.
Good
storm.
Lord.
Okay, right?
Did you see that?
And I said to myself that, it's going to be, unfortunately, like shades of 2020 when there are no fans in the stands, because the game's in Detroit and there's, Bills Mafia is all snowed in and whatever. And I got a lot of people on Twitter from Bills Mafia saying, we're here. Like, what are you talking about? And then the fans all showed up and it was loud. You know, like the Browns had to go silent snap count every now and then. It was quite a game. It was pretty
great game.
man.
I tell you what, those Lions, as you know, as a Michigan guy, they're no joke.
I know that.
They're this second half of the season's been crazy for them.
Yeah, they've gone on a nice little run.
Yeah.
The Watcher hacks Christopher McDonald here on the Rich Eisen Show. You have a satchel to your right.
I do. I carry this everywhere. It's got all my medicine in it.
Okay.
But
yes, sir.
I brought this for you.
What do you have here?
I was just at the first leg, if you will, the 23 PGA Tour, and they made me a Shooter McGavin thing. But what's different about it, Rich, is that they said we want to do it to your specs. So they asked me to do it, and I said, well, I think it'd be really cool. I've had a couple. I have one over there sitting on your wall.
You created your own bobblehead. Yes.
But anyway, I did. I created my own bobblehead, and the fingers go like this.
Can I?
And the head goes.
Yes.
So the head, but the fingers now move.
That's why they had to put that special.
Well, this is, by the way,
there it is.
Delightful
This is
for
great,
us on so many
actually,
different reasons.
Good.
Christopher.
No
Not
idea.
only because we love you and we love the movie, we love Shooter McGavin, but there was a bit of a mishap because we, for some reason, why do we take it out? Because we wanted to see.
Well, we took it out. Well, he had signed it last time he was here, and we just had it on the desk, and it got knocked over.
Fell. It fell.
Broken arms.
But we put it
broken
back
head.
together.
I see him. He's over there.
He's over there. So this is now. So it's bobble hands.
Bobble hands and a head, just in case you can't get enough.
I think I need to do this right now.
I think we need to see it in
and then
action.
we'll have to put it back in.
We can,
Or put it on a better shelving
Better
situation than the last time.
Maybe we just leave it in the box next time.
Safety shelf.
I mean, the crazy thing is, in between the 6 years that you've been here the last time, my children have now seen the movie.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
They love it though.
Yeah,
I know it
tell
might
you.
not be appropriate. There may be some inappropriate.
Yeah, there's a couple of
aspects
things that maybe if they're
Yeah.
under 10 would not be good. But
Yeah. I'd tell them an alligator didn't really.
Yeah, right.
Eat Apollo Creed's hand.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Caden's Bank, right
Okay, there you
there.
go.
Houston
And then-
Open.
Look at that. Hold on a
Look
minute.
at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me do it. I shouldn't do that. You should do that. Hold on a minute. Let me do it if you don't mind, Christopher McDonald. Here
So
you go.
funny.
Go for it.
Shooter. Choke on that, baby.
Now you made that lineup, right? The choke on that baby.
Yeah, it was that thing where I said, please let me make the putt.
Yeah.
No, cut to the hole with the ball going in, please.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you 6 tries, whatever. So that was the 5th. And it went in because it wasn't on a green. It was on a garden, a botanical garden.
Yeah.
They had to drop a car and all this stuff. So so I did that whole dance. And I didn't know what to do because I had a lot of people betting against me. You suck, shooter, and that kind of stuff. So it went in, and it was if it had gone past the hole, would have gone 30 yards. But I was going to drill it anyway. That's what happened.
So that was a legit choke on that baby.
Yeah.
To the members of the crew that were betting against you for making the actual putt.
Yeah.
I love that.
The movie's still going. I can't believe it. 26 years later, it's an actor's dream to
Still
have that
going.
kind of stuff.
It's going better. Because I'm saying you got a whole different generation of people who are seeing this.
God
and loving it.
God bless Adam Sandler and God bless Dennis Dugan and our producers. And man, I tell you, once it hit television, it was off.
That's off it
was
going.
crazy.
I know.
So
pretty cool. And
very cool.
what does your golf game look like?
It's not pretty. I did get new clubs though. I just got
Okay.
I got to say PXGs.
Okay.
Parsons Extreme Golf.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
What a difference.
Shout
Making
out.
my game really good.
Okay.
And I played with a couple of pros, and I got to say, pretty crazy. They hit from, of course, the tips, and it was 80 yards when we were on the blues. And I was like, are you guys kidding me? And then they go, phew. So compared to them, not so good. But I can hold my own from time to time. But golf, it's a hard game. You got to play all the time.
It sure is, no doubt about that. Christopher McDonald here on the Rich Eisen Show, and talk about playing, with professionals. Where does Jean Smart rank in that one, man? She's unbelievable. Your show you're on with the Hacks.
Yeah, I am blessed to be
dynamite.
working with her. She's an old friend. I've known her, done a couple of projects with her years back, and the chemistry's right there because she's an absolute knockout and just a genius actor. And there's, 2 years in a row she wins Best Actress, and she's just
for good reason.
A great person. Also got a heart as big as Texas. She's just she's just a delight to react off of. I don't have to do much. I just kind of like get zinged by her and try to dodge them. Because she is a tour de force. She really is.
Well, I would imagine of roles that one can play, Casino Chief is a big full course meal. Are you channeling anybody while you're doing this? Got a little bit of the Mo Green in you.
Oh, that's funny. Mo Green. That's a better call. That's a better choice.
Where are you going?
I was going with the guy that I had a joke about it too. It was not really that funny. But
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow it
hard.
off.
But Yeah, he has the win. Okay. I was out there playing golf and doing another golf movie called The Squeeze. True story about this kid that was found. Anyway, we got to play on that course during this movie. And he had a bunch of people out in front of him, and he doesn't see well. And he had...
You're talking about Shadow Creek you're talking about out there?
Yeah, right behind the Wynn. I think that's called Shadow Creek.
Well, the Wynn course.
The Wynn course is where... Well, the Wynn course is where
they did the match
Mahomes
with,
and Allen and Brady and Rodgers.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the one you're on?
Yeah, so he had guys that tell him, "Oh, you're gonna like that one, sir. Oh, you got a hold of that one," because you couldn't see. It was kind of
was it like 5 feet in front of him?
Pretty much, yeah. It was a chuckle at the same time. You know, much love. The guy's an incredible businessman.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So my line in the show was, not him. You know, he put his elbow through a Picasso, which is also another true story.
Right.
So anyway, it's but yeah, I'm going back now. The show is in Vegas, and I get to go and play there again. I'm just delighted because the writing is so good, the acting is so good in this show, and the storylines, man, did they just go back and forth. Paul W. Downs, one of the writers of it, married to Lucia, who's also directs most of them, is incredibly. I think he and Megan Stalter, his assistant, were the funniest ever in this past season.
They are so funny.
So funny.
I know, it's a brilliant show. It really is. And so you've also played the Cowboys owner, right? On
Yes,
Ballers?
I did. Ballers, right?
Did you ever
just call him the boss man.
Did you ever hear from the Cowboys or Jerry Jones?
I did not. I did not hear from Jerry for some reason.
Okay.
But they're doing well this year, aren't they, Cowboys?
They are?
They are. Man.
Cowboys Bills. Wouldn't you like to get
Bills
another shot at them? Wouldn't you like to get one last shot?
Well, we're due for that one. That would be an absolutely. Talk about Buffalo blowing up after we beat them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would be.
Revenge.
I know.
Is this a meal served
cold? It's cold. Yeah. Best served cold.
Best served cold.
The Watcher is available now for streaming on Netflix. Season 1 and 2 of Hacks is available now on HBO Max. Season 3 is coming soon. This is automatically one of our favorite baubles that we have here.
Top notch.
With the shooter bobble hands. I love it. Great to see you, sir.
Thanks for having me, Rich.
Anytime, Christopher
You're
McDonald.
the man.
Anytime. At Real Chris McDonald on Instagram. Again, The Watcher on Netflix, Hacks on HBO Max. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.